devil has come to Pennsylvania.
Alright, I give the Warren this much. They took like seasoned demonologists straight out of 1986 because hey, when you banish demons, you got dressed to impress. Now before we jump into the spooky stuff, quick shout out. The Conjuring Last Rite is being marketed as final entry in the Conjuring franchise. Though let's be real, horror franchises never die, they just respawn with their spin-off. Directed by Michael Caves. Yep, the guy behind the chaos of La Llorona, the number 2 and the Conjuring. The devil made me do it. This one is supposed to be the Warrens' biggest case ever. The case that made them retire. The one that ties everything back full circle. Once again, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson return as Lorraine and Eddie Warren, who at this point could probably ghost hunters in their sleep. When the movie sticks to its roots, haunted house, creepy shadows, and the good or something in the corner, but you can't see it. It works, the classic Conjuring tension. There are a few genuine spooky moments, some solid jump scares, a neat trick with a light and sound design. And hey, when the Warrens show up halfway through the sense of cinema authority like, alright demon, you are screwed now. But the problem, instead of focusing on the terrified family trapped in haunted house, the bread and butter of the Conjuring movies, we spend way too much time on, wait for it, family drama, not the scary of the family haunted by demon kind. I mean the boring of our daughter engaging and her fiancé really wants us to like him. Kind they play ping pong. They bond, they argue. It's less the Conjuring and more than a Warren meet the parents. To make the things worse, the movie is stuffed with subplots. The daughter inherits Lorraine psycho visions. Their fiancé tries to prove himself. The Warren wrestle with retirement. And oh yeah, there's a demon somewhere in there. At 2 hours and 15 minutes, this movie dragged like possessed rocking chair. The solid 90-minute horror film buried inside. But instead we go to the extended edition nobody asked for. Dump moment. There are also a few laughable bad choices at the point. The fiancé peels out in a vintage Camaro to drive literally next door. Dude, just do a 3-point turn like the rest of us. And then there are CGI demon chase that look like it wandered in from PlayStation art scene. Final thought is that the Conjuring Last Rite isn't the grand finale. This is franchise deserve its overstuffed, weighed down by family bonding and too long. Sure, there are flashy of that original haunted house magic, but by the end of you live in theater thinking, yep, I've seen this before and I'll see it again in a million other general haunted house movies. Honestly, the Conjuring franchise probably should be laid in to rest 8 years ago. Now it just feels like the movie finally caught up with the reality. I will rate it 5/10, spooky in the parts, but mostly haunted by unnecessary drama. Now you have seen the Conjuring Last Rites. Did it scare you, you or make you want to stage on exorcisms on the script. And while we are at it, what's your favorite haunted house movie? Drop in the comment. October right around the corner. If you enjoyed this review, hit like, and if you want more horror breakdown, click right here to keep the scare going. Make sure to subscribe. Bye bye.